I realize that I'm multifaceted, but I'm not multifunctional. No. The era of the YouTuber has kind of gone. Emma Binu, let me kneel down for you. Kneel down and hands up.
Chunks of life, chunks of passion, chunks of entertainment, chunks of relationships. So give me some more, give me some more, give me some more. Give me some more, give me some more, give me some more. Oh, yeah.
Hello, gorgeous people. Welcome back to the Mo Chunks Show. Or say the Mo Chunks Show. Oh, that sounded kind of nice. The Mo Chunks Show. Okay, guys, see this as an unofficial episode of season 13. Wow. I'm so glad to be saying that. Honestly, like, welcome back to the show. Guys, if you watched my end of season recap, you will know that I said we'll be back in 1 month. It's been 4 months. And yeah, guys, take this as an unofficial episode. That's why I'm sitting in this position. We're still kind of getting the new filming setup ready. Oh my god, that's so exciting. If you follow me on any of my socials, my personal socials, you will know that I now have a creative room in our new home, which is Fandabidoza. And honestly, the way my creative juices have been flowing since we moved has been amazing. But that's not really the reason why I'm here. I'm here to give you guys an update. I'm going to upload this on Spotify as well, just in case people miss the channel updates or whatever it may be. But basically, guys, please don't beat me, don't beat me. But with lots of thoughts and consideration and research and really like praying on things and seeking advice and all that great stuff, I basically decided to move my show back to my original channel. And it's sad because I had my reasons as to why I decided I wanted to move the show and then eventually my productions to their own space. And I had my reasons and they were very valid. One of the main things was I really wanted the different parts of my brand to be easily distinguishable or distinguished. I really wanted it to be clear that, okay, on this channel, Mo does personal content like fashion and lifestyle. On this channel, Mo does, the talk show. She talks and she interviews and all. It's more talk show style. And on the production channel, she works on productions like Love Quiz and da-da-da-da. That was the grand plan, and it sounded really nice in theory. And it also came from a place where at the time I was fully freelance, and to me it was a piece of cake. Like, sure, I can handle 2 channels. Like, in my peak, I used to upload on MCTV like 3 to 4 times a week, and I had a media business and I was juggling that as well as speaking engagements and all that. So I was thinking 2 channels, 2 uploads a week, chicken change. Very, very simple. But in practice, wow, it was more difficult than I thought it was going to be, as well as the fact that I moved from being freelance to working 9 to 5. What a way to get a living. So is it get or earn? It's definitely earn. It's definitely earn. Yeah, in practice, my free time changed, or the flexibility of my time and the amount of free time I had changed. I think also like content creation, social media landscape really changed as well. Like, I made that decision with the mind of the YouTuber that had been YouTubing for about 10 years prior. But the landscape has changed massively. Like, we see like the rise of social media content, people moving away from YouTube. But the 2 dominant things that I've noticed that are still dominant on YouTube are podcasts and vlogs. But in terms of actual content, that landscape has really changed, and it's now more about the social media sites like TikTok and Instagram and Twitter in some spaces, depending on what kind of content you upload. So now with the reality of what YouTube is today, I'm like, okay, maybe not what I had in mind is what's actually happening, you know? And this isn't like this channel hasn't worked out. This channel has really, really worked out. You know, initially there was a bit of friction, and I even spoke about that. I spoke about that in my video, or the episode titled Feeling Forgotten, When You Feel Forgotten. And shortly after that, we worked out something for the show, for the viewers, and you guys really, really loved it, you know. And what I really wanted for the show was for it to develop and grow further, and I feel like it did. And then we started seeing the numbers rising again. We got monetized. So this isn't this channel hasn't worked. It has worked, but for the reasons I'm going to list out in a minute, I've decided to just put it back on my main channel. So I wrote down the reasons, you know, why I want to move back to a one channel model. First reason is the flow. Season 1 to 11 has been on a previous channel, and I started to think, although yes, moving it to a new channel is a good idea in terms of new the brands that you can tell them apart, I also realized that some of you have been growing with the show from season 1 to 11. Of course, we probably have some new people, on the channel, on the space. But I also believe that there's a flow that's kind of nice to see, like the upgrade as it grows, and that's kind of missing on this channel. And it might be annoying just in terms of convenience, subscribers wanting to scroll through the content. If there was a way to transfer videos via YouTube, holler at your girl. If there is a way, there's something that's making my back scratch. If there is a way, what did I just earn? Stand goal achieved. Well done me. 1, 2, 3. Well done me. Yeah, what was I saying? If there's a way, YouTube, holler at your girl. But as far as I know, you can't move channels, videos across channels. So I felt like the flow has been affected. Number 2 is what I briefly touched on. The era of the YouTuber style content. Era of the YouTuber and era of the YouTuber style content. So what I really wanted to achieve with my previous channel was I really wanted to start doing more like personal content, fashion, lifestyle, more of the vlogs, you know, that kind of thing. I also wanted to do everything: hair, makeup, food. Eventually I found my niche. I prefer to do fashion and lifestyle, and, you know, drop wisdom here and there. So I found my niches eventually, but I really wanted to be that YouTuber style content on that channel. But then I realized as things went along, the era of the YouTuber has kind of gone. I'm not saying that YouTube is not popping. It's still as in the YouTuber-esque style content. It's still doing really well for people, but I feel like there's been a paradigm shift, and the TikTok, I always struggle with this word, I made it up, TikTokification of content has made it such that now I feel like beauty, lifestyle, hair content, if you get what I'm saying, actual content, not vlogs, not podcasts, like YouTuber style content is now on like social media apps. So it would actually pay me better in terms of return on investment to focus more on personal style content, YouTuber-esque style content on social media apps. And whilst I've seen that YouTuber style content shift to like social media, I've also noticed in my research and just observing, and as a consumer, I've also noticed that there's been also a shift in the style of content that's still doing well on YouTube. And I've noticed vlogs and podcasts do really, really well. And interestingly enough, my vlogs and my show, they fit, because initially Bimbo Chunks was made, yes, to showcase bits of my life, but also to showcase like my workflow, my journey thus far, the behind the scenes of the show. So it's like the vlog, I believe that fits in nicely with the show. So maybe focusing on those as like the content that I put on that channel, and just occasionally upload and then occasionally upload like my personal content, because it is still my space and I would still love the space. So if I wanted to upload a haul, I could do so, but I won't do them as much as what I believe YouTube is crying out for right now. Which brings me on to point number 3. This annoyed me so much. I really felt like, oh my gosh, if my discernment was a bit sharper, maybe I would have known this was coming. But literally like a few months after I made the new channel, YouTube, they launched a podcast tab. And I was like, wow, you guys really did me like that. And I predict, I don't know whether this might happen, maybe if any of the YouTube tech gurus are watching, I predict that they're going to make that a separate tab. So initially on YouTube, lives, shorts, everything used to just show up on the videos tab. But then YouTube changed it. They gave them their own tabs. No, they already had their own tabs, but they changed it to make it so that live videos don't stay on the main feed. They now move to the live tab. I predict that YouTube might do that with the pod tab, which would be fantastic, which would solve a lot of my dilemmas as to, oh, I don't like how it looks, this, that, the other, Number 4 is embracing my chaos. One of the biggest reasons why I wanted to split the channels or split the content up to different channels is I just felt it looked really chaotic. But I'm in that space where I'm like, now, amongst all the other reasons that I've listed and I will continue to list, it's my chaos and I should kind of embrace it in a sense of these different styles of content that I like to make. They're all somehow connected and all somehow part of my brand, so it's just nice to have it under one neat umbrella, and I kind of need to just get over, maybe I should just not look at the videos tab, get over that. Number 5, I kind of mentioned in number 1, I have more clarity about my niches. Initially I wanted to do everything that I was interested in, but now I've narrowed it down, into like, fashion, lifestyle, and like self-development style stuff, and those kind of talks, which my show fits in with. Like, I feel like the show is an extension of those things. Number 7, I briefly mentioned it as well. I really struggle to juggle alongside full-time work. And, by God's grace, when I am like fully freelance again, I still see the benefits of having one channel, because it means that I can kind of work on other sources of income as well beyond like the content creation space. There's other things I like to do creatively off social media, like reaching out and meeting people and speaking and presenting and that kind of stuff. So I still see the benefits of having one umbrella. Okay, now that we're moving back into one umbrella, how do I now manage the channel with all these different styles of content and the things that I love to do? And I've really sat down and I worked it out, and I think I've landed on something great. And for me, that's I'm not going to be doing everything all at once. Like, I realize that I'm multifaceted, but I'm not multifunctional. No. I have different interests, and I think that was what was burning me out, trying to do them all at once. Like, I will upload personal content on Tuesday, the show on Thursday, vlog on... No, ma'am. So I think what I'm planning to do, not even I think, we've got to be confident. I've really been telling myself, don't say I think, this is what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is that we're going to have one dominant thing happening on the channel. I see all my content, to be honest, are productions. Even the Mo Chunk show, I produce it. I'm not just the presenter, I'm also the producer. So when I actually say my productions, the Mo Chunk show is part of that. So I think, here we go with the I think. What's going to happen is that there's going to be, everything's going to be seasonal, and there's going to be one dominant production on the channel each time, basically. I do know that the Mochong show is very loved, so it will be the dominant by God's grace, God willing, and God allowing everything to happen the way I'm, envisioning it. You never know. YouTube can change again tomorrow. Yeah, so the Mochong show will be the dominant, but then there will also be times out of season. For example, now we've been out of season for about 4 months, unplanned. Shorter times out of season is what I'm hoping for. Out of season, I can create other things like love quiz and why do we love love and all that great stuff. Those of you that know my journey, you will know these shows, and I'm sure you're getting excited as you're hearing me speak about it now. And it's literally like as I was brainstorming and writing these things down, I was thinking, why did I not think of that before? When I used to run Mochong's TV in the past, the way it used to run is that I would have the Mochong show, and then I'd run another production that would probably be uploaded during the week or on the weekend, and I'd also upload a vlog. Why was I stressing myself out so much when I could literally work on a production per season? Do you get what I mean? And that way I'm wearing my production hats all year round. Of course, we still have seasons of rest and where we do nothing, and that's okay. That's how I want to do things. And I feel like the one channel model will really allow me to do that, in a sense of, like I said, the Mochong show will be the dominant, but then out of season, we can work on other things. And then in terms of my personal lifestyle content, I'm going to focus on doing that more on my social media. So TikTok, Instagram, but occasionally I'll still upload on YouTube. It's a thing of, as well, I think what you love and how your audience receives it, I think you do have to be honest with yourself as a creative. And not a lot of us are honest about that. You can like something, but if your audience is not responding to it as well as something else, and one of my life gems in the previous season was lean into what's working. If you can see that this is your dominant thing, this is the thing that when you do it, people gravitate towards it. And that's not to say let your audience lead all the time, but you can analyze these things and move accordingly. Don't burn yourself out trying to force something down your audience's throat when what they love is there. Much stress, alright. If your social media responds better to you as a person, your personal brand, then do the personal brand stuff more on social media. So that's not saying eliminate it completely from your YouTube. It's focus more on what they like on YouTube and focus more on what they like on your social media. Do you understand? Someone that I think of, as I'm talking right now is Bimbo Ademoye. I hope I'm pronouncing her surname wrong. Right. She has a channel and she does her productions on YouTube. Even Kie Kie TV, she has her productions as well that she does on YouTube. But you can see that there's a personal brand that shines more on the social media spaces. On their social media spaces, and there's room for that. Hawa Magaji as well. It's another one. I remember I was pleasantly surprised to find a presenter that loves fashion as well, and I only found that fashion side of her in terms of content when I went on her Instagram. So there's ways to navigate these things, especially with my channel being a production channel. If I do want to upload the personal content occasionally, I can make that a series, and the series I'm thinking of is All Things More. That's when I share my favorite things. They can be uploaded anytime really that I have extra time, but making sure that my productions are my dominant. There's also one more reason why I wanted to move things. Okay, yes, expanding the point on juggling 2 channels was hard. What I noticed was, like I said, it was a nice idea in theory, but in practice, what ended up happening was I would focus on one channel. When the show was running, I would be uploading on this channel, and then my personal content would be suffering. And in this time that I've been out of season, this channel has been suffering, and I've been uploading more on my personal channel. So it's kind of I want to give myself a chance to focus on different things in different seasons, but also be giving my audience something. I think, like I said, I'm multifaceted, not multifunctional. So I can function and focus on one thing in one season and then switch gears. Whereas I think with my social media, it's not, to me, especially in practice, and I've done it, tried and tested, it's not too difficult for me to film an outfit of the day, especially like when I'm all dressed up and that kind of thing. You know, TikTok has made it easier for content creators to create content. I was able to juggle that with either channel, you know. I've been active all throughout the year, whether it was that I was doing the talk show, whether it was that I was doing the personal content on my other channel. So it was like, okay, I think I understand where I need to go next. And that's why I said to myself, you know what? Let us, you know, we've given it a go. And interestingly enough, I spoke to another YouTuber, Annie Drea. She's just given birth. Congratulations, girl. I spoke to her like 2-3 years ago. And when I first of all pitched this idea of splitting my channel to her. And she advised against it actually. And I listened for a little while. And I think at the time when I wanted to do so much in terms of different niches, I was thinking there's no way I can fit this all in. So I was like, okay, let me split the channel, But now that I've narrowed things down and actually like gone out there and my eyes have cleared in terms of I've done the 2 channels and I'm seeing that, oh no, this is tough. And especially with the way the YouTube landscape has changed, I've just said to myself, no, I'm not going to stress myself and I'm going to go back to the 1 channel model, and hopefully you guys will rock with me. Guys, I'm so sorry. Literally, like, I uploaded on my Instagram stories this morning that this is me to me. Like, I literally want to beat my own ass because it's like, you had such a good thing going, why did you spoil it? But I think it's good. I think it's really good that I've done this, because had I not, I'd still be itching, like, oh, what if kind of thing. Like, you know, I'm glad that I've done it, seen it in practice, not just theory. And I now understand, okay, the pros and cons, basically. And for me right now, the cons are weighing the pros. You know, my husband did challenge me and say, okay, what about if you change your mind again? We just have to stick with it. And looking forward to season 13. See this as an unofficial episode though for the YouTube people. So I'm sure some people are listening on Spotify as well. But yeah, I'm excited for this next chapter. I also asked on Instagram today, what was you guys' favorite... Did I just lose my train of thought? I asked on Instagram, what was you guys' favorite guests from last season and why, and also who would you like to see on the next season of the show. That'd be really nice for me to, although I've started talking to some people, but it'll be nice to hear from you guys as well in terms of who you liked and who you would like to see again. Why I said I lost my train of thought is because I think I was saying that I'm so sorry, guys, that even me, I'm mad at myself, and I understand if you as the viewer, you're like, Mo, like, come on, we just came and subscribed on this channel and now you're moving again, and oh my God. Guys, I get it. I think I just had to go through this phase. Interestingly enough, talking to Chantel Anyang as well when she came to the UK, and I was saying, yeah, maybe this was a phase, but thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for rocking with me. Honestly, thank you for rocking with me. And I was also thinking about, okay, what can I do with this channel? Maybe the only idea I have right now is maybe a clips channel, but even then I don't want to stress myself. Like, reels is there, shorts is there, you know, like, there's a clips, but like my husband really likes clips channels, so I was like, okay, maybe you will handle it. But as for me, yeah, that's the only idea I can think of based on his suggestion. Maybe a clips channel, but honestly I don't know if I will have capacity based on the things I've just explained in terms of the 1 channel model and the focusing on one thing in 1 season model. But yeah, that's the channel update, guys. Emma Binu, let me kneel down for you. Kneel down and hands up. I'm so sorry. Oh gosh, guys. Oh gosh, but I'm so excited to have this space, guys. Right there behind me is where we're gonna set up something for the show. And I'm looking forward to putting that all together. Thank you guys for working with me. Yeah, like I said, see this as an unofficial episode of season 13. Make sure you like this unofficial episode if you liked it. Share it with your friends, comment below on the things we spoke about, and subscribe to this channel for more. Until next time, guys, peace and love. Peace and chunks.
Chunks of love.